My name is Mthembu, and I was born in 1994, which makes me 19 this year. I have a surname. It's Mthembu, and for a long time it hasn't really meant anything to me. And to have a Mthembu surname and not to be able to speak Zulu, it's kind of funny. At the beginning of the year, when somebody would greet me in Zulu, I would say Sabona, and then they'll say Sabona Unjani, and then I'll also say Sabona Unjani, but I really didn't know what that meant. Okay, Izindaba. Yeah, Izindaba. Sure. It's going to be my journey about me trying to learn Zulu and trying to also find my identity in the Zulu culture. By the time I was 8, I moved into childcare facilities and childcare services.
Alva het hier ingekom, want dit is altyd soos 'n veldbrand. Ons hoor net van hierdie slim seentjie wat gekom het. En toe het ons begin natuurlik hoor dat jy baie goed gemanierde kind is.
Urban field is an Afrikaans environment. The fact that I couldn't speak Zulu or any African language still limit the amount of black friends that I really had. Most of my friends were whites or colored because I could either speak English or Afrikaans. And so we didn't really learn Zulu.
I wasn't born in Africa. I wasn't born from any culture or any background. I grew up in Europe and in the States. I have always known that you are an African child, born in your own mother's land, and here there's a culture. And you're growing up without that part of you.
Okay, this is called shaman. This is the dance that we do normally when we are happy, when we're celebrating, when someone has just got a lover.
And I met your mama at the party. We became close and friendly until we fell in love, and then we got to live together. So when you were born, we decided to give you that name, to call you Mthembu, in respect and honor of a father.
Was she really fluent?
Fluent, traditional, strong, beautiful Zulu woman.
Okay.
Yeah, standing on her legs on her own.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've always loved how Zulu people dance because it's so like passionate and stuff, and it's like even when they're striking, they're like it's dancing in Zulu. I also like to learn a few moves in Zulu.
When your mama left you about 2 years, because you couldn't even talk, you were mumbling a few words.
I never knew much about my mom, and for as long as I can remember, I had no mother. I think that the reason why he told me she's dead, maybe it's because I could grow up and not feel as if my mother abandoned me when I was a kid.
I couldn't focus on work. Your mother's disappearance now started troubling my spirit. I could no more work. So I saw that I needed some substantial and concrete help. Then I went to the social workers to tell them exactly my circumstances, and then they decided to relieve me of you and to move you into Abraham care.
Well, in Abraham Grill, I used to think back, like, what if I grew up with my dad? Sometimes the parents can come and see them. Now, when the parents used to visit, I used to be one of those few who didn't really have any visitors or anybody coming to see me, and that made me sad. I don't get along with my father that well because he's more of a really extroverted. When he does something, he sets his mind to it and he does it. And sometimes it's really strict, and some of his ways and stuff I really don't get.
Alpha, you can cut that part out. I will leave it. People who speak the same language bond together. And without it, you're totally lost like me. I think I'm totally lost in this country. And he mustn't walk the way I've walked. He has to speak his mother's language and belong to his mother's people.
Bayo Sala.
Bekala, yeah.
Okay. Bayo.
Bayo.
Not Bayo. Bayo Salo.
Balo.
Bayo.
Bayo.
Sala.
Sala.
Bekala.
Bekala.
Yeah.
So Bayo.
Sala.
Sala.
Bekala. But then you need to say it once. Bayo Sala. Bayo Sala Bekala.
Bayo Sala Bekala.
Yeah.
I think I should also go on a journey, maybe to search for her, to see who she really was, and to see where she comes from and what happened to her, because nobody can just vanish without a trace.
Ngiyaphila. Ubuya kwena?
Uthini?
Uyafuna ukungizwa ukuthi ngithini?
Yes, I want to know. Yeah.
Baphi ekhaya? Ungafaki.
Baphi.
Baphi ekhaya.
Ekhaya.
Yep.
Baphi. Ekhaya.
Yep.
So it's like Bambi without the M. As you can see, it's hard to communicate sometimes, and I really want to be able to communicate, especially in my own language, to my people, and to get back to my roots, and to be able to have a conversation without being ashamed or being made fun of. Yeah. Sabona.
What else? What else can you say?
Sabona kunjani. Unjani, yeah.
Say those things in words, the one that you have learned, they told you what is this and that.
Also,
just mention those things that they told you.
Oh, that they told me?
Yes.
Big.
And what is that?
I don't know.
Ihasho.
Ihasho.
Yeah, Ihasho. Is Isho Ihasho?
Oh, it's your chin.
Yeah?
Ihasho.
Ihasho. No, I'm just...
I feel that I'm more South African because, yes, I'm learning the language. Obviously, you can't learn a language in 1 week, but I feel that I've learned enough to be able to go to taxi rank and say, take me to Cresta, or how much is this chips, etc. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Imalini oranges. Okay. Ifuna eat 2 oranges. Yeah. Icela. At the beginning, I was frightened. I didn't know what to say, and I didn't really want to reveal myself to the outside world. But as the film and the journey went on, I became more confident, and I was able to tell my story. Oh yeah, you see, Mvula, it's rain. Mvula is rain. I know that besides me learning a little bit of Zulu, there is still a long way for me to go before I can have a conversation when I find my mother. On this journey, I have learned to open up about my past, and I have also learned to take courage in trusting others. But above all, I feel more South African.